Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here today. It's a gorgeous Monday morning, a great day in Lubbock, Texas. It's also fantastic that we get to open the Lubbock Police Department's North Patrol Division today with our ceremonial ribbon cutting. We broke ground on this project just 16 months ago in June of 2020. And when we celebrate this opening today, this will be the third of the three patrol subdivisions that are part of our public safety improvement plan approved originally in December of 2017. To my colleagues on the council, I extend my gratitude for making public safety our top priority throughout the last 5.5 years. And I think cutting the ribbon today is very satisfying given all the work that's gone into this project. This patrol subdivision furthers our community policing efforts, and you'll hear more about that today, but these stations foster a better relationship between the men and women in blue and our Lubbock citizens. As with the two previous stations, this is a significant investment in our law enforcement efforts, and I'm excited for our community and excited for the men and women who will call this headquarters home. There's several folks that I want to recognize today. We've got, first of all, County Judge Curtis Parrish is with us today. Good morning, Judge. We're glad you're here. We've got Mike Reed from the Sheriff's Office and a number of the leaders from the Sheriff's Office here today. Thank you guys for joining us today. We appreciate it. Joe Longway from DPS is here today. Thanks for being with us, Commander. Mike Smith, the Chief of the LCU Police, is with us today. Mike, there you are back there. Mike, thanks for being here with us today. I'm also joined by the entire Lubbock City Council. We're glad they're here. We've got city leadership here, and I know that we've got representatives from, Representative John Frullo's office. We've got representative from Senator Cruz's office here today. I think we may have others coming, but we're glad you guys are with us today. This patrol division is in the Friendship School District, and I don't know if Michelle's here or not, but Dr. McCord is very excited about, as is the entire district, being here. I also think it's important that we recognize Jordan Wheatley and Chad Tarver. They're the principals in the 806 land group. They're doing the development that's north of us and a little bit to our east, and it's through their generosity that we have this land. And so if you join me in thanking them for that gift. We're also thankful for Lee Lewis and their work on this. They finally got it right on this third one, I think. I'm just kidding. It's no, we appreciate their efforts. Both Dewberry and MWM Architects who have worked hard to complete this beautiful building. And I think it's important as I wrap up to just thank the leadership of the City of Lubbock. I want to thank Jared Atkinson, city manager, our city attorney, Ms. Chad Weaver, our city secretary, Becky Garza. But when it comes down to getting this facility built, I want to thank Wes Everett and his team. They've done a great job from a facility standpoint. I know that they have to endure a rash of grief from me over times, but I'm thankful for what they do. Let's get this show on the road. I'm going to introduce Mayor Pro Tem Steve Massingale, who chairs our Facilities Committee. He's going to tell you a few more details about this great project. Steve?
Thank you, Mayor. As the mayor stated, this is our third ribbon cutting of a patrol division station as part of our public safety improvement program. We cut the ribbon on the East Station in August, and just a few weeks ago, if you'll recall, on a blustery Tuesday, we cut the ribbon on the South Station, which is in my district. As most of you know, we've also broke ground on our new police headquarters in downtown Lubbock, which is just south of the parking facility for the complex. And I tell you what, we really look forward to the day we get to cut that ribbon too. Today is a milestone in Lubbock's law enforcement's efforts to implement community policing, which is a vision that we've had from several years ago. Turning a great idea into reality, that's what we do here in Lubbock. The purpose of this idea of creating police patrol divisions was to support the men and women of the Lubbock Police Department. It supports our community policing concept. It's to make Lubbock a safer place, not today, but for generations to come. The men and women who will occupy this facility will soon be part of this community and will work hard to get to know the residents of North Lubbock. Our city is growing at an incredible rate. We are being proactive in decentralizing our police department by building and staffing patrol divisions. We're also providing Lubbock citizens with the best law enforcement practices possible. You know, the mayor mentioned that I chair our facilities committee, and I think today is particularly important to our committee. I serve on that committee with Latrell Joy and Jeff Griffith, who are both here, and I think it's a proud moment for us because this was a result of having all three of these stations open, a result of many, many meetings, months of work, and guys, it is nice to see them open today, isn't it? I really appreciate everybody being here, especially from all the law enforcement agencies. At this time, I'd like to introduce my colleague on facilities and the council representative for this district, Latrell Joy.
Okay, Jordan and Chad, come up here. I don't understand why they're not up here this morning.
Do they sing or dance?
He's gonna speak.
Well, the mayor mentioned to you that Jordan Wheatley and Chad Tarver and 806 Land Company made it possible for us to have this spot. And it was intentional that we're here because of the growth in this area. And guys, you're an integral part of this. You will forever be. And just want you to know and give everybody an opportunity to really thank you and also see your faces. You want to say something, either of you?
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Ms. Joy. We're just proud to be able to be here and support the police. I think that is the main thing for Chad and I. When we first got the call from Councilman Massengale, I called Chad and I said, hey, they're asking about a police station. Chad said, absolutely, let's do it. So we support the police in the city of Lubbock, and we're just happy for you guys to be able to be in this region of Lubbock. Our builders obviously love it that you guys are here. It's a major selling point for Uptown West also. So we viewed it as a win-win. So we just appreciate the opportunity.
Well, we're all neighbors. And I know I have some of the neighbors here today. If you live in District 6 and you came over this morning, raise your hand. All right, I love it. Yeah. You know, we are neighbors, and having the police as our neighbors is part of our goal because we do want to get to know them. And if you're here today and you're touring the building, stop them, shake their hands, get to know their faces, because that's what community policing is all about. So I don't have much more to say other than congratulations to everyone who worked on this project, and thank you, staff, for your very hard work. We look forward to seeing this as a busy place and as a community place and an integral part of the city of Lubbock. Thank you.
Good morning. And I just want to echo what's already been said, to the developing group that donated the land, to our council and our community and our city leadership that had the foresight to think about decentralization and having new facilities for a 100-year-old police department. Our officers work hard to keep Lubbock safe and to make you feel safe. And I think being in these new facilities, working with the developer, working with the builder, the contractors, it's just been a fantastic process, and really enjoy it. I get the pleasure of introducing one of our most tenured and experienced members of my staff. As the commander to lead North Patrol Division Station. Deputy Chief James Shavers began his career with the Lubbock Police Department way back in 1988. James, like most of us, who chose this profession, started out working as a patrol officer to protect the streets of Lubbock. Over the past 33 years, James has worked his way through the ranks and has been assigned to, supervise, or commanded just about every facet of the Lubbock Police Department. James holds a bachelor's degree from Wayland Baptist University and is a certified master police officer in the state of Texas. He is also a graduate of the 238th session of the FBI National Academy. James is married to his wife, Chris, and together they have 4 children and one grandchild. If I had to describe James in one word, that word would be grit. Psychologist and researcher Angela Duckworth defined grit as the ability to persist in something you feel passionate about and persevere when faced with many obstacles. This kind of passion is not about intense emotion or infatuation. It's about having direction and commitment. Grit is about perseverance. And to persevere means to stick with it, to continue working hard even after experiencing difficulty and/or failure. No one can spend 33 years plus in this profession without facing, and even more importantly, overcoming obstacles. James has grit, and he has earned my trust and respect. I am pleased to introduce to you Deputy Chief James Shavers as the new North Patrol Division Commander to say a few words.
Well, how about me? Thank you, Chief. That was very kind. That was a very kind way to say I'm old. The police department's been around for 100 years, and I realize now I've been around for a third of it. Mayor and Council, I appreciate you guys doing what you had to do to make this happen. This is a great building. It shows your support for the police department, and I appreciate it. I wasn't 100% sure I was going to see this thing done, not because I didn't think they would get it done, it's because I didn't know if I'd be around to see it done. We're leaving behind a building that, as a taxpayer, let me assure you that you have got your money's worth out of that building. We have patched it up, we painted it, we put new carpet, but that building has served its purpose very well. And we appreciate this new building to continue the chapters going forward with the Lubbock Police Department. I had some more stories about the old building, but I think I'm going to pass on that in this group setting. I don't want to have to go back later and eat some words. We intend to be a great neighbor. I know the fire department's down the street, and each time they leave their building, these neighbors get to hear the siren. We're going to add 92 people to this building. We'll probably have about 70 police cars. We're going to try to avoid our sirens when we leave every day for whatever reason. So we want to be a good neighbor, and we want to welcome the community into our building. Come see us. We really want you to get to know who we are. We've got probably the best detectives in the department that will be assigned here. Sergeant Crowell and his people will be here for property crimes, and we're grateful to have them. The patrol officers assigned here are not knocking the South and East divisions, but they're probably the best. This new facility, the council has voted a pretty significant raise for us. This is a great time to be a Lubbock police officer. I believe we're giving a test this Saturday. It is not too late to sign up. There are people in New York, Portland, Seattle, Los Angeles, and Minnesota who are not appreciated, I don't think, by their communities. We are appreciated in Lubbock, Texas, and we are grateful. So it's probably a good time right now if you want to be a Lubbock police officer, get on board. One more group of people, and I've been to each of these 3 openings, and I want to make sure that we recognize this group of people. As this construction has gone forward, I've come out and watched it. It hasn't always been cool mornings like this. It was hot this summer, and I'm telling you, I want to thank all the tradespeople. If it weren't for the tradespeople, the people that pour the concrete, that lay the block, do the plumbing, electrical, we'd be standing on dirt. So I know the people who hire them are good people, but I want to recognize the trade people. I mean the hard workers that made this happen. Okay? Thank you. And with that, I want to make sure that the community, the people that live in this district, I want you to feel welcome. Come here anytime. I've met a couple times with the men's group at Broadview Baptist Church. I don't know if any of you guys, there's one right there. Those guys put on a good spread. I was promised that there's a lady in the congregation that makes great cakes and was going to drop by and visit with us. We want to see her a lot. Thank you all so much for being here.
All right, the moment everyone's waiting for. So if those of us that are going to be cutting the ribbon, if you'll step right over here, we'll cut the ribbon and get this building open.
All right. Yes, sir.
Thank you.